Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a very important topic in industrial engineering, which is cost of production. In this presentation, I will explain what is cost of production means, why it is important, the different types of cost of production, how companies calculate cost, and I will also walk through with a real numerical example. Meaning of cost of production. So what is exactly is cost of production? Cost of production refers to a total expenditure required to manufacture a product. This includes every rupee spent on a material, labor, utilities, factory operations, administration, and distribution. Understanding this cost helps companies to set right price and helps industrial engineers to find a way to reduce waste and improve efficiency in the factory. Types of cost. Now let's look at different types of cost in production. Fixed cost. These costs remain constant no matter how much you produce. Example include factory rent, manager salaries, interest, and equipment depreciation. Variable cost. These costs change depending on the output. If you produce more units, these costs increase. Example are raw material, direct labor, and fuel. Direct costs. These are the costs that can be directly linked to the product. For example, the cost of raw materials and wage of workers who make product. Indirect costs. These are supporting costs that cannot be identified without a specific product. Example include electricity, supervisor salary, repairs, maintenance, and cleaning supplies. Element costs. A cost of production mainly consists of three basic elements. Material cost. This includes raw material, components, and parts used to make product. Labor cost. This includes wage paid to workers who is directly or indirectly involved to the production. Overhead cost. This includes all indirect expense like lighting, depreciation, rent, administration expense, and selling cost. These elements helps us break down total production cost. Method of costing. Depending on the type of industries, companies use different costing method. First, job costing, used when products are made from specific customer order. Example, construction, repair works, custom furniture. Batch costing, used when products are produced in batches, common in food processing industries and bakery items. Process costing, used for continuous production like chemical manufacturing, cement, oil refining, and paper mills. Industrial engineers choose the appropriate costing method based on nature of manufacturing. Cost accounting principle. Cost accounting principles are essential for accurate tracking and analyzing costs. They guide business in making informed decisions, ensuring efficient resource allocation and enhancing profitability in production. Total cost and unit cost calculation, which is also called as cost sheet. The cost sheet is statement that shows all the costs involved in manufacturing a product. A typical cost sheet include prime cost, factory cost, total production cost, total cost of sale, profit and selling. Let's solve a real numerical problem on based on cost sheet. Now let me explain the question. We have information of 650 units produced. Opening raw material stock rupees to 25,000. Raw material purchased rupees 40,000. Closing stock 15,000. Direct labor 14,000. Direct expenses 1,000. Factory overhead rupees 9,700. Administrative expenses 6,500. Selling and distribution 3,250, and profit expected is 10%. Let's calculate the cost step by step. Direct material used. Material used equal to opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. Opening stocks is 25,000 from the given information, and purchases is 40 minus 15. Total material direct material used value is 50,000. Prime cost. Prime cost equal to direct material plus direct labor plus direct expense cost. That is 50,000 plus 14,000 plus 1,000. That is equal to 65,000. Prime cost. What? Factory cost. Factory cost equal to prime cost plus factory overhead. We calculated the prime cost as 65,000 plus factory overhead is 9,750. That is rupees 74,750. Total production cost. Total production cost equals factory cost plus administrative expenses. We get from previous factory cost. Factory cost is 74,750 and administrative expenses is 6,500. Total 81,250 rupees. Total cost of sales. Total production cost plus selling and distribution expenses. 81,000 plus 81,250 plus 3,250. 81,500. Selling price. Selling price equals total cost plus 10% profit. That is 84,500 into 1.10. That is equals rupees 92,950. Cost per unit. That means we have to divide the selling price for the amount of total amount of unit produced, that is 650. So 92,950 divided by 650 and we will get rupees 143 for per unit. This example shows how companies gradually build up from raw material cost all the way to the final selling price. Industrial engineers plays a major role in cost management. They analyze how resource being used, where waste is happening, how labor and machines can be optimized, and how to reduce cost without reducing quality. They use method like time and motion study, work measurement, inventory control, layout planning, lean manufacturing, and etc. All these techniques helps reduce the overall cost of production. Conclusion. To conclude, cost of production is one of the most essential topic in manufacturing and industrial engineering. It helps companies decide the selling price, reduce waste, improve efficiency, and maximize profit. Understanding cost components, cost sheet is extremely important for making smart business decisions. Thank you for listening.